we have a tendency, we sit a lot, we just do. And when we sit, we have a tendency to kind of be in this position, so very rounded in the back. And many of the movements we'll do today to counter that are the opposite. So sitting up and bringing the shoulder blades in and the collarbones wide in the front. So all of that combined will hopefully just give us a better posture, just a better way to live in our bodies. Yeah? Do you guys have any questions?
No, it's not right.
No. Okay. And in particular, we'll be working with, you might know the lat muscles or the latissimus, and they're kind of back here. And if you see a really muscular person from the back, it looks like almost like bat wings on their back. So it goes all the way down here. And let me show some of the movements we'll be doing in class. So let's start sitting. And I'm actually going to sit on a folded and half blanket just to give the hips a little extra height. And if you want that, great. If not, no worries. Yeah, and go ahead and fold it in half so that it's a little higher. And if you can imagine a bar, and we're going to do a pull-up, but we're not really going to do it because I don't know about you, I can't. I've never been able to. So let's have our arms up here and then pretend it's pretty challenging. So you'll bend the elbows and as if you could lift your body up as the arms come down. And I'm hoping you feel something kind of right in here turn on a little bit. Now let's do that again. Inhale to lift up. Let that be kind of easy. And then let the exhale create a little resistance. Make it kind of challenging. Good. And let's do one more time. And we'll hold the position with the elbows wide. Don't hold your breath. Just hold the position. And pretend that there's a little shelf under your arms and you're pressing down so that you can stay lifted and elevated. Oh, yeah, you guys, you look great. All right, and then let's release that. Just kind of wiggle a little bit. And then one more movement we'll take periodically is this. So you'll take the backs of the wrists together overhead, sit up really, really tall, and then pretend you're pressing out against something as you go slowly, slowly, slowly out, and then we'll pause when the arms are about shoulder height. Yeah, great. And pretend it's a little harder to do than it really is. From the center of the chest to your fingertips, lengthen out a little bit more, and then press down one more time. Yes. All right. And then let's let that relax. Just let the arms come down. Yeah, you can wiggle out the shoulders, move the spine, and just take a second. And then we'll just be still for a moment. So you can close the eyes if that feels good. Bring your attention to the back of your head. And just a tiny little bit, lift up through the base of the skull. Let the jaw relax, let your tongue relax. And we'll take a few breaths. And every time you breathe, just notice where you feel movement happening in your body. And bring your awareness into the back of the body. And you might not be able to feel a lot of movement here. You can imagine the back of the body expanding a little on the inhale and condensing a little on the exhale. And then from here, friends, let's let the head bow down. You can blink the eyes open. And with the hands on the legs, let your back round and let yourself curl in. And on the inhale, pull the chest forward, sit up tall. Yeah, let's do that a few times. So exhale, we round, and you could go really big with this if you wanted to. And then on the inhale, we'll pull forward. Great job. Let's do that just a couple more. Nice work, you guys. And then we'll pause. We'll come right back to center. Lift up through both arms, and if it feels okay to interlace your fingers, do, and press up through the palms. If that doesn't feel good on the shoulders, just keep the arms separated. Yeah, let's take a little side bend to the right. I'll mirror you here. And up we come, and over to the left. Yeah. Let's come up, separate the hands, and then turn to the right, let the arms come apart. And then on the inhale, we'll return to center, arms to the sky. And on the exhale, we'll turn to the other side. Yeah. Let's do that 2 more times, one on each side. So inhale is up, exhale is turn. Inhale is up, exhale is turn. Nice job, you guys. Come back to center and just give the wrists a few little circles as the arms come back down. Yeah, and then we'll stretch out the legs here. Let the legs come out in front and take the ankles. We'll make a few little ankle circles. Yeah, if you're anything like me, they'll make some crunchy noises. Go the other direction. All right, guys. So we'll turn over, coming to our hands and knees, and if anybody needs a blanket under the knees, you can have that for extra cushion. And we'll repeat one of the movements that we just did sitting. It's called cat-a-cow. So the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. On the inhale, let's move the chest forward and lift the tailbone up. And then on the exhale, press into the floor, let the back round. So we'll do that a few more times. And then we'll add in just a little extra juice. When the inhale happens, the chest pulls forward, and don't move the hands, but try to gently pull them towards the knees. And then you'll let that go on the exhale. Yeah, so it's just like a little pull. The hands are glued to the floor, but you're trying to pull them to the knees. Nice work. And then we'll add on to this. So the next time we exhale, round the back and go back, hips towards the heels, elbows can bend. On the inhale, try to pull the hands towards the knees. The arms will straighten, and we're back up where we started. So the exhale, we round and shift back, bend the elbows a little bit. And the inhale, let's find that little pull as we come forward and up. Let's take that just a few more times. A rolling cat-cow. Yeah. Good job, guys. And the next time we come back, let's stay there and have the toes tucked under, as long as that feels okay in your feet. And if it's feeling fine, you can walk the knees back a little bit. Don't move the hands, but try to press them forward on the mat so the hips move back and the toes get a little bit squashed. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll slide the hands a little further forward, press down into the mat, roll the back up, stretch back through the toes. And now see if you can stay round as long as you can. You'll come forward, forward, forward. Eventually the head will lift. The elbows will bend, and we'll come all the way down to the belly. Yeah, it feels good to lay down. Let's take a little, just fold the hands and rest your forehead down so the forehead's relaxed. Wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. And then let's stretch the legs back one at a time. Just kind of scooch it back so you get a little extra space. And then from here, without going very high, lift the legs up off the floor and think of pulling back through the toes as you lift the legs. Exactly right. And then let them come back down. Do that a few more times. So you pull back through the toes, you lift the legs. And down they go. And once more. And down they go. So let's keep the legs down. Slide the hands a little forward and the elbows in a bit. Elbows are ahead of the shoulders. And now on the inhale, press the arms into the floor and try to pull them back as you pull the chest forward. We go forward to come up. And then exhale, relax. Do that a few times. So we inhale, pull forward to come up. And relax. And see if you can engage the upper back every time you come up. And relax. Let's do last one of those. Good. When you come down, let's reset. Forehead rests on the hands. You can bend the knees and just let the legs swish around a little side to side or little circles if that feels good. Yeah, kind of a windshield wiper. Nice job, guys. All right, so let's undo. Put the legs back down. Hands right under the shoulders. Go back onto the knees. Tuck the toes under here and keep the hips kind of lifted. We'll lift the knees off the floor. Press the mat down and forward with the hands so the hips go back. And then let the legs re-lengthen. And for most of us, the hamstrings, backs of the legs are kind of tight. You can pedal out the legs here. Shift the hips a couple of times. Yeah, a little movement. All right. And then let's separate the feet. Go about as wide as the mat or whatever's comfortable. Bend both knees and walk your hands back. And rest for a second with the forearms up on the thighs. You're in this kind of squat-like position. Exactly. Don't go anywhere, but press down through the arms and try to pull the arms back as you pull the chest forward. That's the inhale. And then on the exhale, let it relax. So do that a few times, and every time you find this pull forward, see if you can engage through the upper back. Yeah, you'll get tired of hearing me say that. And then when you're ready, press down into the heels. Use the inhale to come all the way up to stand. Lift the arms. And then take the hands, palms away from each other and start to go slowly to go down. Yeah, good, good, good. Once you're here, let's keep your wide stance. Relax a little bit, just wiggle around. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of work here with the strap. You guys will stay standing. I'm going to be on my knees so the folks at home can see. And we've got the super duper long straps here in the studio, so you can just fold it in half so it's not quite as long. And you folks at home too, if you want to do that, you can. All right, so we'll have the strap overhead, hands a little wider than shoulders width. That's it. And then give the strap a tug. Not so much that you're trying to break it in half, but just a little. Tiny, barely bend in the elbows. And turn the arms so the thumbs go a little back and the pinkies go a little forward. Do you feel how that rotates the arms? Yeah, so let's keep this pull and then go really slowly as we bend the elbows and the strap goes, just ends up right above the head. Yeah. And then relax a little to come up. And then we'll pull apart, pinkies a little forward as we slowly come back down. Let's do one more time, and it should be work. So we pull apart, we go down slowly. Yeah, great. And then from here, relax a little bit. If it's okay for your body to put the strap right behind your head, do that. Press the head into the strap into the head, and just hold that position for a moment. Good. And don't press either too hard. It's just a little bit on each end. Yeah. All right. And then relax. Let's keep a hold of the strap, but just wiggle a little bit. That one's work. And now this next one, you'll hold the strap in front, kind of like you're holding a platter. The elbows are a little bit bent. Can you de-shrug the shoulders here? And then try to pull the strap apart here without going anywhere. And sometimes we do this so much that we end up kind of in a little bit of a back bend. See if you can keep the front ribs down so that that doesn't happen. You can take your hands a little wider. Yeah, that's perfect. Good, 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 good. Okay. And then relax. And let's do that one more time. So broaden the collarbones, pull the strap apart, but don't go so much that the rib cage pulls forward and up. Yeah. What I'm hoping for is you feel a little work kind of right in here. All right, and then let that one relax, just wiggle it out. Let's take one more here. This time you'll hold the strap like so, with the fingers on the top, and then the strap is right at the tops of the legs. Arms are slightly behind you. De-shrug the shoulders, and then press the strap back, and just press, press, press. You'll hold, hold, hold. Go a little lower and with straight arms. A little lower still. Yeah, does that feel okay? Awesome. All right, we'll just hold this one for a little bit. And in a second, we'll drop the strap. Hopefully it won't make so much of a clatter. But when we drop the strap, try to keep the arms more or less in this position. Let's do that now. So just let it go. And then you might start to feel the arms floating back. Anybody? Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? And we'll just stay here for a moment. We'll see how far they go. All right. And then let that one go. Just kind of shake it out. Nice job. So let's put the strap aside. And in a second, we'll come back to the belly and we'll repeat some of these actions we just did with the strap. So come on to the front of the mat. And let's keep the feet a little bit apart here. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then on the exhale, let's bend the knees and do our pull-up. Bend the elbows. Create a little resistance on the way down. Yeah. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, down we go. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. He's got such a good squat. Let's come back up. And then one more time, we'll stay in this down position. Pretend you could press the elbows against something and use that to lift the chest a little bit. Yes, yogis. Inhale. Exhale, down we go, forward fold. Just let it relax. You can take a little wiggle here if you like. Yeah, let's put the hands up on the shins. Inhale the chest forward, shoulder blades move down the back. Just take another extra breath here. Can you keep the upper back engaged? Yeah. Yeah, bend the knees a little bit and move the chest forward. Yes, great. Like there's a flashlight and you're trying to shine it straight ahead. All right, yogis. Down we come, hands to the floor. Let's go back to plank. We're not going to hold. We'll just stay for a sec. And then knees down first. Bend the elbows all the way to the belly. We come. And let's take the arms in a similar position to when we just had the strap. So the elbows are bent. The hands are a little bit further forward than the head. From here, don't go anywhere. Try to pull the strap apart, imaginary strap, and then try to pull the hands towards your toes. You'll lift a little in the torso, but it's more of a pull back with the hands forward with the chest. We'll just hold that. And then relax. Let's do it 2 more times. Hands go apart, and then they pull back as the chest pulls forward. Imaginary strap. Gorgeous. Down we come. And 1 more time. Yeah. Good. And then let's let that go. Reset. Put the hands right underneath the shoulders. Let's press back and up into downward facing dog again. Go ahead and just get there. You can move around a little bit. Yeah. So this time, let's bring the feet forward towards your hands, or you could go about halfway and then bring the hands to the feet. Bend the knees a little bit and press into your heels. Use the inhale to come all the way up. Arms lift. That's it. And then the exhale, release the arms down and just wiggle around a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get the strap again, and this next one is a little horrible, so just warning you. All right, so let's take the strap behind you, and you'll hold like this at first with the palms of the hands facing back, but then we'll rotate in a second. So the strap is behind you. Notice for many of us, the shoulders are already rolling forward. Can you lift the shoulders up and back, broadening out the collarbones? Yeah, and then we're going to have the arms fairly straight. You can bring the hands actually a little closer together, Nathan, just a little bit. Yes, so kind of walk in like this. Perfect. And then from here, the collarbones are broad. Very, very gently. Try to pull the strap apart. Don't do it as hard as we did on the last one. And now from here, turn the thumbs a little forward, the pinkies a little back so the arms rotate. Yeah. And then pull the arms back, 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 straight arms. You got it. And then let's bend the knees a little bit. Come over into a forward fold. And in any amount, let the arms lift higher without the shoulders rolling forward. Yeah. Now, as high as the arms are right at this moment, try to keep them that high as we bring ourselves back up, but try not to lower the arms. Yeah, this is where it gets really horrible. All right, so we bring the torso upright. The arms are still behind. You're still pulling apart. The thumbs are forward. The pinkies are back, and we're breathing. Yes. Okay, good. Done. Release. Put it down. I know that was probably the most horrible thing we'll do today. Just wiggle it out. Yeah. Okay. But we'll kind of repeat the same idea in the next pose. So let's set up your blocks at the front. And if you're at home and don't have blocks, totally fine to go without. Let's be at the front of the mat. You can have feet together this time. I'm going to keep mine a little apart, up to you. Inhale the arms up. And then on the exhale, let's create that resistance again. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, down we come. Yeah. And then up we come again. And down you come. Pretend you're trying to do that pull-up. Yeah. Good. Go one more time. And then we'll stay in the down position. Hands to the shins. Move the chest forward. Engage the upper back. And then down we come. Grab the blocks and step the right leg back. So here we are in a lunge position. Yeah, just stay for a sec. And without moving the hands, try to pull them towards the back of the mat as you pull the chest forward. See how that lengthens the torso a little? Gorgeous. And then just relax and do it one more time. So we pull the blocks back, we pull the chest forward. Stay here, and on the back leg, can you lift up the thigh a little bit? Yes. And then for here, friends, stay this long in the spine. Let's let go of the blocks, take them back, bend the elbows a little. Now, can you point the elbow tips towards the ceiling, finding that rotation in the arms? Pull the arms back to straight. And remember when we were just holding the strap? Can you lift the arms up any amount more? Oh, yeah. Maybe bend the front knee a little more and straighten the back leg a little more and bring your chest forward. Yes. Yes, yogis. Now we're going to make it extra. Just a little bit. Lower the arms, keep them straight, and then lift the arms, keep them straight. Yeah, we're flying in slow motion. Little down, little up, little down, little up. Done. Hands down. Oh, yeah. Set the back knee down. If you need a blanket, grab it. This is just a little rest. You can go back and forth if you wish. You go side to side if you wish. You can do anything, really. Yeah, I know. You'll probably feel this tomorrow, either in the lats or the triceps or both. It's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, guys, let's pause at the front knee bend. Retuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. This is just a transition. Get rid of the blocks. Go plank pose to the belly. Yeah. And then just take a little rest here. Fold the hands, rest the head, wiggle the hips. Take what you like. Now, you might remember last time we did this, we had the hands ahead of the head. This time we'll slide the elbows down a little so the hands are on the same level as the head. Let's press into the floor and try to pull apart your imaginary strap. And then try to pull the hands towards your feet. The chest comes forward. We'll lift, but it's not a high lift. We want to keep this down and back happening with the hands. Oh, yeah. Looking good, looking good. And then that's it. Come on down, rest the forehead, bend the knees. Let's just stir the legs around in a little circle. Good job. Go the other way. Okie dokie. Put the legs back down, and let's head into down dog again. We won't stay, really just a transition. Good job, you guys. Come to the front of the mat, feet forward, any way you want to get there. Press down a little in the heels. Inhale to grow tall. And then let's press the palms of the hands out and down. Create resistance on the way down. Yes, all the way down we go. Nice job. And then just wiggle. Alrighty. So if my blocks went somewhere, if yours did too, you can reset. And then we'll take another round of these. So let's come to the front. Feet can touch or you can have a little space, your choice. Inhale us up, that's the easy part. Exhale, we come down, create a little resistance on the way down. That's it. Let's do 2 more. Inhale us up, that part is easy. Exhale, make it a little challenging on the way down. You got it. Last one, up. And then down we go. Stay down. Hands to the shins. Move the chest forward, lengthen the legs, engage the upper back. Gorgeous. Down we come. Step the left leg back. This is our second side. And then just take a second to get there. Make sure the hands are on the same line as the front foot. And without going anywhere, try to pull the blocks back as you move the chest forward. Yeah, perfect. And then don't do. And do it again. Pull the blocks back, pull the chest forward. Then we want to keep the torso really, really long. Let go of the blocks. Send the arms back, little bend in the elbows. Turn the elbow tips up towards the ceiling. Broaden the collarbones. Stretch the arms back. And then without letting the shoulders dip down, lift the arms any amount extra. Oh yeah, remember that strap. And then we lower a little, and we lift a little. Do that a few times. Now, we don't want to be feeling this in the neck. If you're feeling it there, skip the arm lowers and just hold in one position. That's it. And then let's be done. Set the arms down. Oh yeah. Set the back knee down. And then take anything you want here. You can go back and forth. You can just stay still. You can wiggle. Yeah. Good. Robin, are you okay? Yeah. One time though, you actually requested lats. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That wasn't today.
It wasn't today. All right, let's pause. Front knee stays bent. Back toes tuck under, lift. Let's move the blocks. Plank to the belly. And then take a little rest. Oh, yeah. You can just take a little wiggle, really anything at all. Yeah. Now this next one we'll do, it's kind of a Shalabhasana variation. So let's stretch the arms back alongside you. For the moment, have the backs of the hands to the floor. And then you'll lift the front of the shoulders away from the floor. So the upper back engages, the collarbones broaden. That's perfect. And then from here, keep the feet on the floor, keep the thighs pressing down, and let the upper body lift. The arms can lift, palms of the hands turn towards your legs. Yeah. Lower it down. Let's do that once again. So the front of the shoulders lift. And then we lift everything. If you want to lift the legs too, you can. Yeah. Superhero pose. Let's reset. Hands under the shoulders. Go back to child's pose. Let's stay for a second. You can have the toes flat or tucked, whatever you want. Yeah. And then just a little side bend, but let's walk the arms to the right, a couple inches. Good. And then a couple inches to the left. Yeah. And then let's return to center. Downward facing dog. And again, we won't really stay, just for a quickie. Let's bring hands and feet together any way you want to do that. Bend the knees a little. Press into the heels. Inhale to grow tall. And exhale to set the arms down. Nice job. Let's do this. Take a kind of wide stance. Bend the knees a little bit. And then you're a big piece of seaweed moving through the water. Just pretend. Yeah. Yeah. Let it be relaxed. Let the spine move. Let the shoulders, the knees, whatever wants to move. Let it happen. Good. And then we'll let the movement start to settle. Let's keep the leg position as it is. Bring the arms in front with a slight bend in the elbows. Create a little engagement through the front of the body. And as the arms separate, put your brain in the back body and use your back to open the arms. Yeah. And then come back to center. And we're going to keep the fingers in your peripheral vision, so don't take them so wide that you can't see. Yeah, good. And now let's do one more time, this time with a straight arm position. Arms go wide and the hands end up a tiny bit in front of the body. Stay here from the chest to the fingertips, lengthen a little more. And then we'll turn the palms down and find that same press. Just press straight down like we did earlier. Great. All right, let's release that. Just wiggle it out a little bit. And then we'll just test out our balance. Yeah, you're getting warm. Yeah. So before we do balance on one leg, let's bend the knees a little bit. And I call it hula hoopasana. You'll just take a little circle. And let there be a weight shift going on in the feet, little movement in the ankles. That's it. And then go the other direction. Yeah. Alrighty, friends. So let me show you where we're going, and you can decide if balance is kind of challenging for you. You can keep a foot on the floor and just do this, or you could put your foot on a block or on a stool or something and do this. Otherwise, you'll pick up the leg and you'll do this, yeah? And then we'll do something else with the arm. So figure out what you're going to do with the leg. Right leg will come up and either hold on to it or set the toe down. And then the left arm comes into that little bent elbow position, yeah? On the inhale, open the arm and open the leg. Use your back to move the arm. And then on the exhale, and close. Yep, do that a few times. You can also go close to a wall if you need it for balance. Yeah. All right, next time let's go with a straight left arm and we'll hold the open position. Lengthen, turn the palm down, and then pretend you could press it down. Also press down the standing foot. Good. Are you breathing? I'm just asking. Nice job. Let's come back in, release, and take a second. Yeah. All right, second side. Right leg is the base leg. Left leg is either here, there, or here. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And then the right arm is out. On the inhale, we open arm, pivot on the leg. And then on the exhale, we close. Excellent work. Do that a few times. Use your back muscles to move the arm. Good. And then let's do last one, this time with the straight right arm. You got it. Once you're there, turn the palm down and try to press down. Yeah. Good. And then we're done. Come back to center, release. Just wiggle around a little bit. Yeah, let's take a little stir. All right. So we're going to repeat kind of this arm motion in, we'll do warrior two and side angle. And let's have you guys who are in the room with me, go ahead and turn your mat this direction so it's parallel to mine. I think that'll be easier. And then you guys at home, just be how you need to be so that you can see. All right.
Battlefield.
I know. I hate to, if it wasn't COVID, I would just like put myself over there, but here we are. So let's stand, you guys can face me right in the middle of the mat, and then we'll separate your legs. And you don't need any props for this. And I'll mirror you here. Let's go this direction. The left leg will turn in, the right leg will turn out, and then bend the right knee, ending up in a warrior two position in the legs. Yeah. And then let's take the arms out into this bent elbow position. Keep your vision forward. So in the traditional pose, we'll turn this way, but keep your vision forward. And slowly, as you lengthen the leg, we'll separate the hands and then rebend, coming back. Good. Let's inhale to open and exhale to close. Can you put your brain in your back? So your back muscles are the ones that are supporting the movement of the arms. Yeah, you guys. Let's pause here. The next time the front knee is bent, Go ahead and separate the arms. Turn the palms to face down, and from the chest to the fingertips, lengthen, lengthen. Press down like we've been doing, and if it feels good to turn your face to the right, you can. If that doesn't feel so good, don't worry about it. Yeah. Good. And then let's come up, hands to the hips for a sec. Change the legs. So the right one will turn in, the left one will turn out. Bend the left knee, coming into warrior two legs. Yeah. All right. And then the arms are in front, little bend in the elbows. Inhale, we straighten the front leg, open the arms. Exhale, we bend and come back in. Take that a couple more times. Use your back to do the movement. Good. All right, you guys. Next time the front knee's bent, let's stay. Open up the arms. Lengthen, turn the palms down and press down. Yes. Good job. You can turn to look left if you want. All right. And then let's come back up. Parallel the legs. Come in for a sec. You can either heel toe or step or jump. And just take a little circle again. Just as a little regroup. Go the other direction. And then in a second, we'll head into side angle. And I'm going to have us do, I'll just talk you through it as we go, but it's not the traditional version of side angle, just so you know that. Let's take a wide stance again. Left leg turns in, right leg turns out, hands onto the hips. And then let's bend the front knee and tilt the pelvis. So the torso starts angling over. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. The left arm will come into this bent elbow position. The chest will face the floor for a second. And then let's turn the chest forward as the arm comes up, but the elbow stays bent and we don't go all the way up. Yeah, and then down we come. So what I really want to have happen here is all those muscles around the left shoulder blade are involved in doing this. Yeah, and Nathan, don't let the arm go all the way up. Keep it a little bent and make sure you can see your hand. Yeah, that's it. Good. Do one more time just like that. And then while we're here, might as well do the traditional version. Let's come down again. Go this time with a straight arm, and instead of going out and up, we'll go forward and out on the diagonal. Yeah, good. Press down through the left foot and outward through the left hand. One line, nice, beautiful line. Nice job. Come up on an inhale, up to center. Nice job. Hands to hips will change. Right leg turns in, left leg turns out. And then as we bend the left knee, deepen the hip crease and let the torso angle over, forearm onto the thigh. The chest will go a little down towards the floor, right elbow is bent. And then we'll turn chest towards the ceiling, arm stays with the torso. And then we come back down. Yeah, great. Do that a few times. See if you can keep your back engaged as the arm is moving. Nice job. Let's do last one here, and then when we come down, we'll go traditional. Arm will go straight, and then take it out in line with the head. Press down and back through the right foot, and lengthen long through the right fingers. Yeah, turn your palm to face down. Exactly. On an inhale, we'll come up back to center. Let's parallel your legs. Bring yourself in. You can step or jump or heel toe. Yeah, you can take a little wiggle, and then we'll take a little break from those. So let's separate your legs a little bit and just a tiny bit turn in. So it's internal rotation. So toes turn in, heels turn out. Yeah, kind of awkward looking. Bend the knees. Bring the hips back and rest the forearms to the thighs. Yeah, just hang out here. This is a resting pose. If you feel like I was a little wide, you can come in if your feet are too wide. Take a little side to side if that feels good. Anything else that feels good. Yeah. So we're going to next do a little rollout for the latissimus muscle. Let's reset. So make the feet parallel. Press into the heels. Inhale the arms up. And then we'll bring them back down. Yeah. So let's do a little, we'll come down to sit on the floor. We'll do a little check, a little pre-check, and then we'll do some stuff and then we'll check it afterwards. And the check is just this. Take the arms up overhead. And first notice if the ribs are coming with, and we don't want them to. So keep the ribs down and just notice how it feels, how far the arms are able to lift up and back. Yeah, and then release. Okay, so let's get your blanket. And this works best with a blanket this size, and then you'll roll it up on the short end so it makes a thick roll like so. And if you're at home and you don't have a yoga blanket, a towel will work great. You could also do this with a block, but the blanket's softer, so I think it'll be more pleasant. Okay, and then I'll mirror you guys. So you'll do your right side first, and I'll do my left. So let's lay down with your head this direction and your feet this direction. And we're going to put the roll, not right in the armpit, but a little below the armpit. Yep. And then I'll suggest propping up the head with the bottom arm. If it feels better to prop it up with the top arm, you could do it that way. Yeah. Scooch this way a little bit, just a little bit, yeah. And then come, put the elbow a little more this way and lounge like an Egyptian painting. Yeah. All right, from here, friends, we'll just start to roll a little forward and a little back in a gentle way. And you might feel some stuff in there, but we don't want to feel anything like agony or that you can't breathe or that your eyes start popping out. Nothing like that. That's happening. You might skip it. Yeah. And then some of you might enjoy scooching the body either a little down or a little up just to get into a new spot. There's not an exact right or wrong, so there's a lot of area to cover here, and we're just exploring a little bit. And then let's pause here the next time you rock slightly back. And you'll take a little kind of a cat-cow. Remember we did those earlier. So on the cat, the spine rounds, the head curls in, and then in the cow, you'll go the other direction. And take that one a few more. Perfect. And then let's pause. And now roll ever so slightly forward, and we'll do it again. Cat-cow here. Yeah, you could do whatever you want with the top arm. Nice. All right, yogis. So we'll do a little recheck. Come back up to sit. And before we do the second side, let's lift both arms up in the air. And just notice if you take them back, if the right one is able to go back a little further than the left one. Yeah, sometimes after we do that little rub, there's just a bit more mobility in here. Yeah, and then sometimes we can't tell a difference, and that's okay too. Let's try the second side. So we'll move the roll over to side 2. And then again, it's not right in the armpit, it's a little lower, but the exact place is more up to you, just kind of whatever feels interesting. And then we'll prop up on the bottom elbow, exactly. Cleopatra Asana. And then forward and back we go. Oh, for me, this is the side. Yeah. Hey, Robin, how's the rowing going?
Really good.
You use your lats a lot for that.
Really
Yeah.
That must mean you need this.
Yeah. So let me say this. If this is particularly intense, sometimes we'll do it with a block. Don't do it with a block if it's intense. You want the softer prop. Yeah. And then let's pause. If you need to scooch either a little up or a little down, you can try that. And again, it's not a right or wrong. It's just what feels interesting. Yeah. And then we'll pause the next time we're slightly rolled back. And we'll do our curl in and out, cat-cow on the side. Yeah. Let me also say this, if it is kind of intense, if you do it again tomorrow, it'll be less intense. No, it really will.
Go for it, Robin.
Yeah, try it. We'll see.
Report back.
Yeah, I'll give you homework. And then let's pause and roll a little forward, and then again in and out. Yeah. Nathan, how are you doing over there? He's okay. All right. This is a very strange thing to do, I admit. It's very strange. All right, let's pause and we'll check again. So come on back up. Oh, yeah. Up come the arms. Whoa, freedom. Anybody? Anybody else or just me?
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Also, just so you know,
Me.
say it again, Mary.
I said I noticed a big difference both times.
Amazing.
Yay.
A yoga miracle. All right, so let's put a little-
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So if you don't have blocks, you'll keep the roll. If you have blocks, you put the roll away, and then we'll put the blocks one low, going across, and then the second one can be any height for your head. And let me show this. So this low block will go under your upper back, under the shoulder blades. We don't want it all the way up. It's at the upper back, but not at the neck. And then the other block is supporting the head. Yeah, just hang out here. I'm gonna look at you and make sure you're fine. I'm just looking at you from the side. Yeah, it looks good. Does it feel okay? Okay, good. So, for the moment, let's do this. I don't want you to be moving your head around, so just listen. You'll have, knees can be bent or straight, it's up to you. Have the forearms on the floor, and you don't have to be too close to the body. Palms can be up or down. And then let's press the forearms just straight down into the floor, and you'll feel a little extra lift in the upper back. And then let that relax. Do that a few times. So press and release. And I will often do this without the blocks in a slightly different arm position, so it might feel kind of familiar if you've taken my class before. Yeah, good. And then just relax. Oh. Few options, and you can do all or none. One option is to turn the palms to face up and make some snow angels. So the arms go down and down. Did anybody make real snow angels when it snowed? Yeah.
No.
No?
Trapped at my desk for
You were stuck at
so much work.
That was ironically in Colorado snowshoe.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so funny.
They handle such things better than we do.
Yeah.
That was great. I had a fire.
All right, another option, if you want to keep doing this, that's fine. If you want something else, lift the arms off the floor, little bend in the elbows, it's sea monster asana. So arms just move around like a big sea monster and do slow movements, but besides that, anything is fine. So up, down, in and out. Yeah. I find this is like the dessert at the end of the class. And then the last one, let's take the arms just in front of the chest and then go back slightly towards your head, but not all the way. And then we'll bend the elbows and pull the hands down close to the chest. So just go up and down a few times. Yeah. Almost like the block is giving your upper back a little massage. Great. And then the last one, let's take the arms right in front of the chest again. Bend the elbows and hold your hands on the elbows. And then let the whole arm situation go left a little bit. And it's a little awkward, but try to move the chest right a little bit. You won't get that far. Yeah. And then take the arms over towards the right. and let the chest pull a little bit to the left, and that's just as a counterbalance so you don't fall over. You won't really go that far. Come back to center and swap the arm that you have on top. It'll feel weird. That's it. And now for this one, just slowly go side to side, right and left, and you'll feel the shoulder blades move on the back. Excellent. All right, and then from here, let's release the arms. Just take a breath, take a moment, and we'll come off of the blocks and onto your back. So, just try to disturb yourself as little as possible. Also, you might want a strap handy, so you can go find that. Yeah. But before we flow with the strap, just take a break, just lay there, legs bent or straight, and notice how your back meets the floor. Just notice your breath and anything that's noticeable and notable. Yeah. All right, you guys. So let's set up the strap. We'll do a leg stretch because we didn't do a lot of legs today. Strap over the right foot, right leg up, left leg can be bent or straight. And then I'll just kind of leave it up to you if you want to hold still, if you want to go back and forth. You could bend and straighten the knee. So just kind of a few choices. And then remaining on the right side, if anybody wants to try this, you could take the right leg out to the right, or you could put the strap in the left hand and let the leg cross over to the left. Yeah, they're both good for different purposes. Great. And then we'll return to center. Release that side and change to side two. So the left leg comes on up. And just take whatever you want to do. Yeah, and then if you're taking either out to the left side or crisscross over to the right side, just take a moment for that. Nice job, everybody. Let's come back to the center. We'll take the strap away from the left foot and then just take a big long stretch. Reach the arms, reach the legs. Maybe take a little side to side or some circles in the feet, the ankles. Just do whatever you need. And then our last pose here will be Shavasana, our final resting pose. And we'll just be laying down. Some of you might feel better if you put a blanket under the head, or if you're cold, you can put it over your body. You can have the legs bent or straight, up to you. I'm just gonna shut off a few lights. It's kind of bright. And as you settle in here, begin to relax into the position. Bring your attention into your upper back. And in your mind's eye, can you draw the outline of your left shoulder blade? And ask the shoulder blade to relax and all the muscles around it to relax. And the same thing on the right side. Start to draw the outline of your shoulder blade. Ask it to relax. Relax all sides of your neck, including the throat, the front, sides, and the back. Relax your face. And the musculature around your eyes. And around your mouth. A little spot behind your ears. It's your whole self, your whole body. To relax a little bit more. Moment. Let's start to move out of Shavasana. And at first, just let your head roll from side to side like you're saying no in slow motion. If it feels good to add in some movement in the fingers, the toes, or maybe a little stretch, you can reach the arms overhead. Yeah, take whatever you need. And when you're ready, you can bend the knees and just very gently roll over to one side. And then from your side, take your time to press up to sit. Sit any way you like. We'll take hands to heart center. Take a moment here just to thank your body for everything that it's able to do. And thank yourself for being here. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.